Hey, what's going on, guys? So today I have another trade. People seem to like these trade videos. This one's a little interesting. This stuff came from Iceland. I don't recall if I've ever traded with anyone from Iceland before, but I was talking to someone on Instagram, and they had a Hogue knife they're looking to trade, and they wanted to get into some nice old slip joints. So I offered a couple different things, and they picked this. This is a vintage Case Stockman. This happens to have Damascus blades on there. All right, this one is from the late 80s. Very worn, very good condition still, especially for its age. Plus the Damascus is really nice. But yeah, fell in love with the knife, so we worked out a trade. But because he's from Iceland, he has some interesting treats he sent, so it kind of became a trade slash yabo. So first, I'm gonna read the note, then I'll show you the stuff. So it says, "Hi Jeff, I hope you enjoy the knife and have fun tasting the snacks and candies. First is Opal. It's a licorice lozenge type of candy that is really popular here. I've actually heard of Opal before, and I want to say that I've tried it. I don't recall offhand. I definitely recognize the name. I feel like at some point someone sent me a bunch of licorice from different countries. I know I had the super salty licorice before, which the super salty stuff, not a huge fan of it, but I like black licorice just in general. So if I recall, I want to say I had something similar to this, or if it was another version of this, but it was really small pellets, and they were really like hard jelly, but I'm fairly sure I'll like something like that. All right. So the next one here, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, but it's licorice coated in chocolate, coated in a peppery powder. All right, and that is this one. Now, I've never had this, but I'm pretty sure I've had spicy licorice before, but the chocolate, it actually sounds awesome. All right, as long as it's not salty or super salty. Black licorice covered in chocolate, covered in a spicy powder. Yeah, that sounds very weird, and I love weird foods. So, I'm pretty sure I will like those as well. Next it says, the candy bar is just chocolate covered licorice. Icelanders love that combo, haha. And that would be this one. And this I know I'm going to enjoy, because again, I enjoy chocolate and I enjoy black licorice. I've never had them together. That sounds really interesting. So very cool. Then also this, which again, I'm not even going to attempt it. It says it's just dried fish, kind of like fish jerky. Very traditional and healthy. Now this looks very daunting to me. Fish jerky, fine. I'm totally on it. I've had salmon jerky before, and although I definitely prefer beef jerky or even pork jerky over fish, the salmon was just, it was okay. It wasn't that bad at all. This, however, looks like a rabbit pelt to me. It actually smells a little bit like licorice, but that's probably the other stuff, you know, seeping through from the package. But yeah, if you've had this before, let me know down in the comments what you think of it. But I mean, flavor-wise, I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be fishy, and that's fine. I'm not sure about the texture. It almost looks hairy. But I guess it's just the specific drying process for this. And you can see it's kind of like, because it's dry, it's flaked off and stuff. Just, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll do a separate video on just this. I don't know. Anyway, that will certainly be interesting. Let's see. It says the cards are for your wife. And that's this deck right here, which is really nice from Iceland. These seem like plastic cards. And they're super metallic as well, which is really cool. She has nothing quite like this. So very nice. I don't know if you can see that glimmer in there. But really cool deck. They feel like they're plasticky, so they can maybe get wet and stuff. You gotta be careful with plastic cards, because sometimes they can shatter. You don't want to really bend them too much, you know. But it just kind of depends. I've never had a personal problem with that. It's just something I've always heard. So I will be delicate with this, and I'm sure she'll love that. So thank you so much for that. So it says, most foreigners aren't fans of the candies I sent you, but I thought you would like to try something different, which absolutely, you know me. I mean, I like weird stuff, and what's weird to one person is totally normal to someone else. Perfect example is surströmming. Obviously, that's been a worldwide phenomenon as being disgusting, but there's people who do eat it. They purposely buy it and eat it because they enjoy it. It's just how you see people eating it on videos is not how they actually eat it. But anyway, it says, and if you don't like the fish, I'm sure Gus will. Actually, I mean, Gus, unfortunately, we found out all of his health problems that were going on a couple months back were from a protein allergy. So you can't have any types of meat or anything. But I'm pretty sure I'll enjoy this. If I don't, I have plenty of friends and family that would, I'm sure, love to try it as well. But yeah, it's just a very quick Gus update. Everything's doing great. I posted on Instagram he has a cyst on his toe, but we got medicine for that, so that's slowly going away, but Gus is doing pretty good. So, best regards from Adam. P.S. Please excuse my English and handwriting. I think your English is totally fine. I think your handwriting is totally awesome as well. I would say your English and handwriting is probably even a little bit better than mine. So, for whatever that's worth, really appreciate it. So thanks again for all the extras. These are really cool. I love trying new things, so I do appreciate that. But this is what the trade was for. It's this X1 Microflip from Hogue. All right, I've had one other Hogue model in the past, but very short, so I don't have a whole bunch of experience with Hogue knives, and I don't think I've ever reviewed one. So this Microflip will definitely be reviewed. All right, pretty interesting little knife. It is manual, so it's a flipper, button lock, but pretty interesting. First impressions are pretty good. You know, it is a smaller knife, so I kind of wish the handle was a little bit bigger. But overall, I mean, like the quality and stuff is pretty darn nice. So we'll see. Different pocket clip as well. Different design there. The only thing I can tell you from initial impressions, I opened this package like 15 minutes ago, just kind of play with it very, very briefly. But when I'm flipping it, my thumb tends to be right where the button is. So like I feel the button push up, and sometimes I'm kind of pushing back down on it. I haven't had it, you know, fail in locking or anything, but that's just an initial observation, I'd say, is my thumb is pretty much where that lock is. So I have to kind of consciously put it off to the side. So I flip it open, I'm not depressing the lock. But yeah, pretty interesting. So that is it for now. Thank you so much, Adam. I really appreciate it. Very cool trading with people all around the world. Like I said, Iceland, I'm not sure offhand. If I had traded with someone from Iceland, it was definitely years ago. Anyway, just sharing another trade. I thought it'd be a sneak peek for the Hogue. Eventually, you guys will definitely see a review on that. As far as the extras here, I think I'm going to absolutely love this. I think this is just going to be okay. I think this is going to be very good as well. Kind of a weird, strange combo. This is a total question mark. I have no idea, but I kind of feel like either I'm going to really hate it or really love it. But who knows? Hope you guys have a wonderful day. And if you don't already know, I post videos every single day, which means I'll have another one tomorrow. So I'll see you then. Take care.